Hey there, Dr. Haley Perlus, sport and exercise psychology expert, here with today's mental toughness moment. Chicago Cubs outfielder slash catcher Kyle Schwarber was injured with a bad knee, and he's been out for most of the season except for 3 games. And he hasn't been able to travel until now. And so they're calling him, or they're saying that he's ready for his temporary new role, which is the role of cheerleader. And I'm bringing this to you because we often get injured, we often have temporary setbacks, and I want us to learn from Kyle because he's now going back out onto, he's going to be traveling with the team and he's going to be cheerleader. And this is a couple of things that he's saying, and I'm just going to actually quote. The question is, what have you learned as a cheerleader? And Kyle says, I've learned a lot. I've spent most of my time in the video room when I'm not rehabbing, breaking down hitters, being able to watch games now, watching how the game management goes, just the way pitchers want to attack hitters, how our guys attack hitters and other pitches attack our hitters, like myself. I've definitely grown mentally as a player. And then he also talks about how he's learned when to support his teammates, when to tell them, good job, nice job, and when to just kind of stay in his own lane, as he says it, and just leave others be. And I'm bringing this up to you because, as I said at the beginning of this video, a lot of us get injured. A lot of us have temporary setbacks. And support is key. It is essential, not only for our well-being, but also for our mental toughness and for our ability to return as quickly as possible. But here's the thing. When we get injured, at the very onset, often we get a lot of support from others. If we're in the hospital getting surgery, people come and visit us. We get a lot of emails and texts and phone calls and a lot of communication. But inevitably, that support dies down. So what I like to recommend to the athletes that I'm working with who are injured, and what I'm going to recommend to you and anybody else that's injured, don't wait for the support to come to you. Go out there and support others. Be their cheerleader. Learn more. Be a coach if you can. Doesn't matter what you're doing, but stay involved in your sport. Stay involved with the active athletes in your sport because, one, you're going to be able to, it's a distraction mechanism away from the sadness of your injury. So it's a way for you to kind of, just kind of away from your sad affair in the moment and move into something that you can participate in and learn from. And 2, the more you support others, the more they're going to support you in return. I know it's not always fair. I know that we should receive that support not only when we just get injured, but throughout our injury and rehab. It doesn't always work that way. So what I always like to do is recommend to my athletes, go and reach out to your athletes, to your teammates, to your coaches. Get on the field. Do whatever you can do, even though you do have some restrictions, do whatever you can do to still be part of that team. So like Kyle Schwarber, who is now, getting on the tour with his teammates, and he's going to go and travel because now that he can, he's in a rehab state and a level of development in his rehab where he can. He's going to not only learn for himself, not only, get a little bit more of an excitement and motivation by being in the game instead of always in rehab, but by him supporting his players, they're also his teammates. They're also going to support him in return. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Leave them in the space provided. If you have a specific question for me and you'd like me to create a video for you, again, leave that in the space provided. And until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day.